What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another TDH upload. My name is Travis. Today's video is going to be part 2 and a continuation of working on this Yamaha 50 horsepower. I just got a call from the machine shop this morning stating that the head was able to be decked, and it looks like it's in good condition. So we're going to go down there, pick it up, and have a look for ourselves. Alrighty guys, just pulled up to Precision Crankshaft here in Jacksonville. I'm going to step in there, grab this head, pay the bill, and we'll have a gander. Alrighty guys, ignore my ugly ass floorboard down there, but she's all cleaned up, nice and pretty. When we get back to the shop, I'll go ahead and pop the cardboard off and we'll have a gander at her. Okay, back from the shop, let's get this guy nipped up here and let's have a gander at the bottom. So we got the head flipped over here, and I'm sure you guys can see immediately where we did the weld repair due to the porosity that is showing through. Now, that is nature of the beast. It is cast aluminum. It is a very porous material. Not only is it porous, you have to factor in the electrolysis and obviously the salt water that is being ran through this motor. It being porous is going to suck in carbon and oils into the pores of the material. And again, that's why in part 1, we spent so much time trying to float the torch over there, draw impurities from the parent material, and then add filler and continuing that process until we had a nice area to lay clean weld. So I was expecting some of that to happen right there, those tiny little pinholes. I know that the head gasket will seal that up. But right here next to my fingernail, I know it's not that close to the water jacket, but I wish they would have notified me about that one. And then right here against the jacket, I wish they would have notified me about that. I probably could have done a better job building that up. And then right here is a little frustrating. That is a pinhole due to corrosion. And I'm hoping that the head gasket will seal that. I could have come back and cleaned this all with a Scotch-Brite pad and checked over it before I dropped it off at the machine shop. That's in hindsight now. It is what it is. I didn't, clearly communicate, hey, if you guys see anything that shows up, please let me know. That's, again, my fault. So nobody to blame but myself, but those are the few areas that I wish that I had fixed up. The whole reason that we had to do this main repair down here was similar to this. Now, water does not pool in this area. It just flows through here compared to it pooling down here at the bottom of the head. So I'm not too concerned about that, but I at least would have made that repair. But this is the whole reason. It corroded into the bowl down here, and that's how it lost compression. So we just have to keep that in mind and make sure we keep this motor cool and make sure that we flush it out. So that is that, guys. The head is back from the machine shop. I'm going to get a head gasket on order from my friend. He works at a outboard mechanic shop, so he's going to get me one for hopefully at cost or a little bit above at cost. And then it probably won't be this next week because I'm going out of town for the holidays, but hopefully after that we can get the head gasket in and get this guy reinstalled, get it back into time, and see what it does now that we've got a fresh head gasket and some head repairs. So this is where I'll probably end up putting the video on hold. I had debated on ordering a head gasket and having one on hand for when I got the head back from the machine shop, but I wanted to play it smart and just make sure that it could actually be decked and actually be saved before I spent any money on the outboard. So I'm going to get up with my buddy, get that head gasket on order, and then after the holidays, we'll get this guy reassembled and hopefully get it cranking in this video and see if we have saved a Yamaha 50 horsepower, because that would be freaking awesome. So I'll see you guys then. What is going on, guys? It is actually not after the holidays. It is the 24th. It is Christmas Eve. Santa came and brought me a head gasket. Thank you, Santa. He's over here ripping everything out of the motor as we speak, guys. Shout out to Tristan. We've got Jack here giving me a hand with the center console. I'm supposed to be filming that, but my other phone isn't charged yet, so let me check on that. But anyways, guys, we are making progress on the Yamaha today. We are actually going to get started on reassembling this guy. First things first, we've got to clean the block surface, the mating surface, and get that prepped so that way we can slap the new gasket on there. And then I don't know whether we're going to use aviation sealant or copper spray on it tonight. I don't know. We will see. Okay guys, well we've got her all back assembled there. We went ahead and put some copper spray instead of the aviation sealant on the head gasket to try to seal up those pinholes in that porosity there. Other than that, she's all together. So what do you say? We think we're gonna try to run it, or we're gonna do a compression test? First we gotta add oil, but
why not both? Why not run it and see how it sounds and then do a compression test?
oh man, I guess we can. I don't. Yeah, all right. Well, so you heard it here, folks. We're gonna give that a shot. Let me put oil in it first. All right, guys, we're gonna run the compression number on this guy. We've got everything all assembled. Let's see what this ends up being. You ready?
Yep.
Throttle's open. Where we at, bro? We back in business. We back in business.
I told you to go up.
Look at that, folks. She is back in business. So we saved her. Now let's see if she runs. That's the true question, folks. Will she run? I mean, she ran on 3, so she should run on 4. Oh, great. All right, guys, I'll check in with you in just 1 second. All right, well, hopefully it's not 180 out. You guys ready?
I hope so. Sound a lot better. Cheese.
It's still sleeping on the cylinder. She's still sleeping on the cylinder, but it could be the cord wire not connected all the way.
Could also have a dirty injector, not getting enough fuel.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. Hang on 1 second. Did you start peeing, by the way?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Does it sound like it's still missing?
That sounds pretty good, man. Grab a hold of the backside of the motor.
Oh, you peed on me. Busy bitch.
I think that's the air sucking. Right here.
guys, well, she's back to running. Seems to have a little bit of a miss or something's acting up with her, so we're gonna do a little bit more investigating. But we know the compression numbers are there. There could be other small issues with it sitting for a while. Could be a plug issue. Those are old plugs, and they're not related to what they want because they're AutoZone knockoffs. They're not NGKs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it sounds pretty good, man.
Does smell a little bit of raw fuel. Guess we'll check the oil here in a second. He's gonna shut the water off. I'll just do that right now.
Oh, look at that. You're making oil.
Don't say that, dude. We do not need to hear those words. And thankfully, we're not. I mean, it's a little milky. It's gonna be from.
No, I'm saying from the steady stream.
Oh yeah.
You're
Oh
making
yeah. That's
oil,
making
dude.
oil for
It's
sure.
Making rainbows. That's what making oil looks like.
I don't know, dude. To me, it sounded like a intake leak over here, but it could be just.
It sounded right here to me by this air intake.
I mean, I did have to loosen 1, 2, and 3 up to swing it out. So sorry about the train, guys. But we'll check in with you in just 1 second. Let me go ahead and put you guys back on the stand, and we'll do some investigating.
I mean, I never gave you nothing.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. So we're going to. We've ran the motor. We are guessing that it has some bad plugs in it, and after further inspection, they're pretty ratty. So we're gonna see what another compression test does, just for shits and giggles, because I'm curious. So Tristan's got it there in his hand. He's got the throttle open. You ready to go?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. What?
What?
You just opened that. It started gushing.
What?
It didn't do
Fuel?
it again. Yeah. It just let out a bunch at once. It's not
Like
doing
the
it. now.
injector's wide open?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did for a second.
Oh,
So probably need to quick. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a lot of
And it
fuel.
was only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still pouring out.
See?
Yeah.
That explains why it smelled like gas.
Yeah, dude.
Do you remember that when you helped me take it apart?
Yep.
When we did our first
So I guarantee that injector's stuck.
wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Order
'Cause
the
I do
injectors.
that right
Is
there.
that why number 2 was so wet?
Yep. That's the reason I was smelling it. And that's the reason. Yeah. So.
Well, let me disconnect the fuel off.
Yeah. Do that.
Well, it all makes sense now. It literally all makes sense.
Yeah, because literally your other cylinder, your third one's got
Because that's why
a
it smelled
little
like
bit.
gas when we first changed the oil, and we were so concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we were kind of confident on thinking, hey, it could be this.
Just a bad thermostat, stuck thermostat until
Yeah, and
Zero.
it thinks it's warming itself up, and it's not. It's wide open.
Yeah, because she's damn sure pumping fuel out.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
All right, fuel's discoded.
Yeah, look at this. Come here. What?
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
Holy
You're dumping
shit.
fuel in and it can't compensate for it.
Well, it's probably not igniting it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It can't burn it off. It's too
So-
much.
Is it a double whammy right now at once? It's the plug
mean-
wires and the plugs?
No, I think it's
Or
just the
just
plug.
the
I
and
think
the
plugs.
injector.
plugs in the injector.
Plugs and the injector's stuck.
Yeah, that bitch is.
You gotta clean it.
Yeah, that's what I
fucking
do.
insane. Yeah, dude, if you could just spray that bitch out, that'd be perfect.
I think I got mine on Amazon. I went on Amazon and did like brake or injector cleaner, and you get a little brake can adapter.
Yeah, and
Fit-
it just sits onto it.
Yeah.
Is it still pouring it?
Yeah. Not as bad.
Because that'll, tear up a freaking valve or a cylinder too.
Well, that's the
Piston.
reason I'm trying to get it all out.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Just leaking gas.
Yeah,
That was.
that's money bags right there. Fucking
The dumbass who takes everyone's advice. Hey, let's fix this.
All right. You got battery charger on?
Battery charger's on.
You on jump?
Yeah, I don't know if it's on jump. It might be on high. Hold on.
it's on something.
It's on. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fully charged.
Yep.
You ready?
Come on.
Injector's wide open.
Sure
You're back at 170.
We're there, boys.
That motherfucker's standing
That's
there.
after we ran it, folks. So we have two issues on our hand, as you guys can tell. You probably heard us talking. I'm having to keep some of that footage in there so that way you guys know, but it sounds like we've got a wide open injector on number 2. So we'll probably end up pulling the rail off here and popping the injector out, and I'll buy a cleaning kit for that. And then I'm also gonna throw new plugs in it. They're probably not in line, but
Hey,
they were. What's up?
it could be between your VST, or it could be your injector or VST. Your VST could be over pumping too.
That's true.
If the float don't realize it's full.
It'll continuously supply fuel.
Yep. And I would change that filter inside there anyways before you use it daily.
Well, I mean, we're one step closer. We know it runs, it has compression on all 4. Now we have to sort out the little odds and ends. But for $300 plus $50 for a head gasket, that was including shipping, and $120 in machine work and a bit of my welding time, we're in business here. We're running. So we're one step closer to bringing this 50 horsepower back to life. As you guys can see, we are at the house. We are all cleaned up. I took a shower, about to sit down and have a nice Christmas Eve dinner. I do want to say thank you if you've made it this far in the video. You guys obviously have seen this 50 horsepower come back to life. We've got a few things to work out, a few little issues. I'm really hoping that it's an injector and a VST pump. Well, I hope it's not a VST pump. I know the pump's working. I just hope that maybe it's a little dirty, a little gummed up, but I'm really leaning towards that injector. And obviously we need to get some fresh NGKs in there. The plugs that were in there were like some auto lights or some AutoZone knockoffs. They were crap. All the gaps were, inconsistent. The electrode was just, they needed some love. So we're going to get those swapped out, do a little bit more digging on the fuel side. And then hopefully maybe in part 3, we can get this engine running solid and run it for about 10 minutes. Then we can change the oil out, put some fresh oil in there. And then once we're finished up with the center console, we can get it mounted on the boat and basically do a water test from there. So be on the lookout for part 3 on the Yamaha 50 horsepower. I hope you guys have an awesome freaking Christmas. Enjoy the time with friends and family. I'm gonna do the same. I've got the dogs here hanging out behind. Well, you can't really see them, but I got the dogs here, and my old lady about to sit down for some dinner. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next upload. Later.
Always in the doghouse.